Okay, another shower. Like I said, right? Um. Anyway. So I'm making new lyrics for the song "I'll Rise Again," based on the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But I'm adding new lyrics, right? So here's another lyric. Go ahead and strip me bare. I know you don't care. Go ahead. Make me walk the strip. You will see I'm equipped to rise again. Ain't no power that can keep me down. Yes, he'll rise again. Death can't keep him in the ground. Now I'm changing that to indicate Jesus and maybe me with my two accidents, right? Had to deal with something through our faith in God, right? The eternal spirit. And it healed us. Not we ourselves. Now I'm trying to explain something to you about your neurons and how they light up. Well, like I told you, right? If you're in a serious car accident and the doctor tells you you should be paralyzed, what do you think happens there? You believe the doctors and your neurons stop lighting up and you go paralyzed. Same with deaf people. They're told you're deaf, you're deaf, you're deaf, you're deaf. And to believe that means what? You stop hearing. Your neurons that light up in your brain that control hearing stop working. Stop lighting up. Your light becomes what? Darkness. Darkness within you, within your brain. You believe you're deaf. They test you. And your neurons that control hearing quit lighting up in your brain and you're deaf. Same with the blind. You go blind, right? Right. And here's my theory about Ray, Charles. He saw his own brother drown and did nothing. His mother said, "What, are you blind? That you could not see your brother was dying?" Exactly. And he went blind after that. Yes. You know what I mean. And yes, Ray didn't know his brother was drowning. It's not Ray's fault to not know that. He never seen someone drown before. He didn't know what was going on. But the mother did and cursed Ray to be blind. It's like Jesse Duplantis going prematurely white in his hair. Why do you think that happened? He accepted it through, again, family members who went white too early. Right. But it's not a sin, okay, for Jesse's hair to be white. Nor mine to be brown still. It's his belief. Faith cometh by what? Hearing. Hearing by what? The Word of God. We are the Word of God. We are the Word of God. Now, if you're trying to send negativity my way, I can rebuke your negativity. How? By saying my own prophecy against your prophecy on me. I don't believe you. And you want me to be crazy, but really you know it's you that's crazy. See, it's easy to point the finger at someone who read something you ain't even read. Or wouldn't read, because it would change you. You would have to stop doing what you're doing then, right? And you don't want to, so you make an excuse to keep doing it. And I'm not talking about gay people or straight people or anything. Why is it wrong for you to marry and be given in marriage anyway? You don't know who you're supposed to marry that way. You can technically get any female pregnant if you're a male. You kind of designed to do that. And that's where babies come from. You need at least 4 people to even play about being gay. 2 people are male and female. That's what started the whole planet. Not 2 men and 2 women being together. Anyway, you can't have it any other way. Now, homosexuality can come later on. Not judging you. But you are going against the design of the body to do that. All I'm saying, I know. Now, do I condemn you? No, I love you. Right? I don't want you to go to hell with Satan. I know. But who do you think is really teaching you that? Jesus or Satan? Satan. Why does he teach you to do the opposite of good? He wants you to sin with him, to condemn you with him, and he condemned you, not Jesus, for the act. No. Jesus always what? Forgives. Why? He's the good guy. The good guy does not do evil with the bad guy to show you what good is. But good is not an easy road. Because the bad guy will trick you into being with him. And he'll get both holes. On the woman, give Adam his 2 holes, and then get Adam's hole, which is what he wanted the whole time. Yeah. You know what I mean. 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 You gotta treat it like a lady, gotta treat it like. Now, if me and the girl who called herself Michelle at the salon did something, it's because she's feeling pressure from the women in the salon. And I'm just being a normal customer, but she's looking right in my crotch when she's doing the nail job. Now, if they're messing with her that I'm hard or something, and she's getting a little wet, she don't know, they're kind of tempting her to fuck me anyway. I'm not saying we fucked either. I'm just saying they're messing with us both, alright? So if you're supposed to do it in 30 to 40 minutes at the longest, and it turns into over an hour, and you're supposed to see a movie anyway with either the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger or the one with about Harriet Tubman, right? And you know you're wanting to see both movies, right? But you lose an hour and you wind up seeing the one about the Arctic fox or whatever that was. You know you did something with the girl and someone's trying to cover it up. But they forget you lost an hour with her. Okay. And they can't, even if they're trying to make it illegal for you to have sex with her, which you're trying to find a girlfriend, so you're trying to make love to her. So it went over an hour. Now, if she has a boyfriend, he arranged a boyfriend too. Know what I mean? So I want you to send this to her and her boyfriend so he knows we had sex already. Go ahead. I made love to her in the bathroom because it's the only place we can do it to prove I wasn't hurt. It's got to be part of it too. Because I can tell she was getting wet. Because my crotch is right there in her face. Like I told you, if someone's waking you up in the middle of the night and it's a child, her crotch will be right there in your face. No. And that's not nothing you can do about that. No. And again, if anyone's going to mess with my stepdaughter to be with me, it's you guys. Whoever's attacking me on YouTube. Not me, not her mom. And maybe even her boyfriend if he believes the shit. But again, and don't fuck her or have sex with her. That's pretty fucked up too. He's believing the hype. Which me and her can't prove we had sex or not. Unless we do it when she's older. Which is the only time we could legally do it too. Once she's older and I divorced her mom, the law of Moses about sleeping with the mother and her daughter no longer applies. Why? I divorced her mom. I can't be with her mom again, but it doesn't say nothing about the daughter when she's old enough to be with me, right? Legally speaking. Right. From the law's standpoint. But I can't go back to Daphne. The only reason I could marry Bella, she was fucking me and Steve the whole time anyway, probably. Two-timing us both, right? Him with me and me with him. You heard me. And I was in the middle and he was first and last. But he lost because she ovulated in the middle. Not when they tried to get pregnant. And that's why you don't do stupid shit like that, because you don't know how it really works out in reality. Usually people who do that, right, don't plan on doing that. The girl just misses the birth control pills, or she forgot to take it one day. And then she finds out later on they kept having sex and she got pregnant, right? And you don't go back and forth between one guy and another guy a week apart either. Which means she ovulated within 9 days, Steven. You died in her womb. But I was fresh and alive. And having sex with her 14 days wouldn't matter either. Why? You're doing it based on scientific principle without a substance that stops her ovulation. See, the substance that stops her ovulation is the problem there. It's estrogen and something else, right? Well, when she went off it to try to get pregnant by you 1 to 3 days, whatever it was, from the at least the 12th, 13th, and 14th, I'm guessing, right? She's trying to get pregnant by Steve then. But that's 3 days without taking it. Now, I'm with her the 20th, which is 6 days later. Right? So, but the birth weight traces back to October 3rd without including the 2 weeks before. Why is there 2 weeks before? Because the baby is not technically even weighable the first 12 to 14 days. Now, your sperm normally lasts 3 to 5 days, Stephen, without being refrigerated to a certain temperature or something like that. You died in her vagina. But my sperm were fresh, right? And she had to ovulate within 2 days, which is 8 days to 9 days, right? After she got pregnant by me. That's how that'll really work, dumbass. And you're the asshole there. Because if she's with me, it's to break up with you. Kinda too. You don't get that either, do you? And she herself said only her lover can enter her from a card she gave to me on Valentine's Day when we started dating, right? Well, again, right? See, if you're with her a few days before me anyway, say it's more than 5. But I'm with her in the middle of the month, on the 14th. And she's not on birth control pills yet. You got her pregnant. I got her pregnant. Why? And then after that, she got on them for real. Though, how did she menstruate in March? Or was that April? Right, somewhere around there. But here's the point about Patrick and Scott. I keep making to her. The first 6 months, they all develop the same. Now, after that, the baby could pick up a lot of weight real quick in 3 months. And be the proper weight, which is between 7 to something pounds, right? But it's got to be within reason, too, right? You can't produce a giant baby. I know. Bigger than he could have been, period. With you, me, or Scott. Or Steven. Now, I, on the other hand, don't lie about what she was doing with me, what she was doing with Steven or Scott. And why she preferred Scott to me and Steven too, because of her first true love, Bart, who cheated on her first. Well, she cheated on me and Steven because of Bart too. She still wants someone who looks like Bart. That's why she married Scott and convinced him it was his baby. Until it was born. And they went off to New York and all that. Philadelphia, New York, right? Afterwards, which was around 3 years later when she called me, around 2000, right? And Pat was 3 by then. And like I told you, I don't know what she told Steven either, but I made her and Scott tell me the same thing and verified the birth weight through them, right? The birth certificate she showed me only showed he was born in Virginia Beach and the day in the hospital and stuff like that, right? So I know he was born in Virginia Beach hospital, whatever they call it. But it didn't show the birth weight, so I'm not sure if her and Scott weren't lying about that or what. That's honesty too. But it's also honest she would prefer Steven before me if she tried to get pregnant by him, even if it backfired. See, she and Steven don't want to know if it's mine. If it's mine. By the birth weight. Now, like I told her, though, the typo would be 48, 49, or 40. Yeah, if it's 40, it could be Steven's. But if it's 48 or 9, he's mine. That's a week heavier. If you're with him 2 weeks apart. See, 1 would be what? A week more. If you got pregnant around the 14th. The 28th would mean what? A week later, after the 20th. So that would be what? A week smaller. Now, why do you go in that direction? To hit the 0, the 9, or the 8? Probably the 8 or the 9. Probably the 8 or the 9 anyway. And she is a trained typist, unlike me. I was never a good typist, Sheena Johnson. Just in case my shipmates unknowingly wrote you anonymous letters using my signature, which is forgery, by the way, and forged my name to the letters they typed to you, which I don't know they did that either. I'm guessing all that. Now, finally, with all the silence around us. Here I am in silence, 'cause I don't know what's going on. I want to know what you're feeling. Can you tell me what's on your mind? 'Cause I don't know everything. Like all humans, I'm limited in my knowledge of what other people do behind my back. That's why it's called sabotage. What is behind your back? When it's behind your back, you don't know. Bye-bye.